John Dane Rich. So breaking news this morning. We're all over it. Justin Timberlake got a DUI. Do we have any details?
Technically, it's a DWI, driving while intoxicated. He was actually in the Hamptons at the American Hotel partying basically all night into the morning, was drinking a bunch there, and immediately got into his car and started driving. The cops noticed he blew a stop sign and then started swerving, so they pulled him over. They noticed his eyes were glassy. They gave him a field sobriety test, and that's what he failed. They said he failed to do a one-legged stand and walk and turn, which for Justin Timberlake should be very easy.
That video's going to go viral.
That video will most likely go viral. He was booked for a minute, then released without bail, and he's got a court date July 26th.
Oh, man. He should know way better, right?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I wonder when we'll start seeing memes about this.
I'm sure it's already happening.
Like if it was before June or if it was like April, then you see him, it's got to be May.
Yeah.
I know. What are the memes going to be for this one?
But right.
So dumb. Like you have all the means to have a driver readily available so this never happened. Like this should never happen to someone of that stature. Just really, it shouldn't happen, period, because we should all be smart enough to know not to do that. But yeah, wow. Just blown away by that.
He's lucky nobody got hurt.
He's lucky.
Okay. Let's get Ariana Grande. I heard this thing. It's fascinating.
Okay. And I've got an explanation for it. Okay. But so a lot of people were like, what? Wait, what just happened? So Ariana Grande was on Penn Badgley's podcast. It's called Pod Crushed. And she's like talking about something. And all of a sudden, like her voice, which has been really high lately, got really low for a minute.
That's the only thing I thought. That's how I felt. I was like, what has happened? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I've been writing a lot, and maybe there's some more, but I would like to do a deluxe at some point.
I was like, well, wait a minute.
That's two people.
Hold on a minute. We didn't see Paris Hilton and Ariana Grande in the same room together, because Paris Hilton did that too, and she came out later on and said it was like sort of a character thing and whatnot. And so people are like, this is absolutely weird. Like, I think for a second we heard the real Ariana Grande voice.
The first part, right?
The first part.
And we did. So there's actually a throwback clip of Ariana Grande also starting to like, all the Arianators are coming forward and they're like, check this out. So 10 years ago, she was like, I'm speaking in a higher pitch because it helps preserve my voice for singing. So everyone's like, she's just preserving her voice for singing. And that's why when she does interviews and stuff like that, she speaks in such a high pitch.
Really?
Because it's a technique, apparently.
Never heard of that.
Okay, but like when you watch the video of the podcast, you can see like her eyes that she like was like, hold on, I need to switch back into character. And I feel like Wicked's coming out. Ariana Grande is an actress. She was an actress before she was a pop star. I feel like she's totally getting into like method acting and is trying to stay with her Galinda type of
It
vibe.
could be that
But
as well.
how do you consciously have to always be thinking about changing your voice?
Have you seen DDG, Halle Bailey's or boyfriend, baby daddy, the Little Mermaid's baby daddy?
I've seen him, but
Yeah, no. So he talks like his voice is a lot higher than his actual voice because his voice is so deep. It's almost like really hard to understand what he says.
Oh, so
I'll
he
have
has
to
to
find
push
it
it
and
up.
play for you. Yeah, I'll have to. He's like when I create music, it doesn't sound right. So I think a lot of people do it.
let's get into Kevin Costner real quick in Yellowstone.
Okay. Because I was obsessed with Yellowstone.
Right.
And then it was like, and then it got all weird with like things seasons 4 and 5.
Season
because
5, wow.
It was like on Paramount Plus or so. I don't know. It just like, it jumped the gun. And then he was gone. And there was all this drama between Kevin Costner and Tyler Sheridan. And it was like, would he or would he not ever come back to the show? And they just asked him point blank, would you?
I would love to go back under the right circumstances. I think that all of us want, right? At this point, for me, it really needs to be the right circumstances.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Saying there's a chance, there's always a chance.
Yeah.
I love the thing.
So in that interview, they kind of like deep dived a little bit into like what was the issue between you and Taylor Sheridan. Is it Taylor Sheridan or Tyler Sheridan? Either way, the creator of the show. And he was like, basically what had happened was the material wasn't written when it was supposed to be. So he's like, I can't go a year without working. And it was like, there was all this time in between when the material was supposed to be ready and it wasn't ready. And that is what he says was the main issue.
I mean, he's cranked out a lot of shows because Tyler or Taylor cranks out all those shows, 1923, the 18 one, the mob one, the prison one. He does all those scripts himself.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's another side to the story too. But I think we all have to take from it is he could be back.
So he's saying like, hey, September 1st is the day we come in to shoot, and they don't have a script ready. And I'm waiting, and they're saying that's going to be ready until January. January comes, it's not ready. I've said no to all these other jobs. So he's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He's awesome. I like Kevin Costner.